Good morning, first grade. So, we're going to start some English this week. A new lesson. We finished our test and we're going to start a new lesson. And we're going to be reviewing this sound. What letter is this? J. Very good. And the J makes the J sound. And remember, this is just a reminder for you and for me what sound J makes, just in case Mrs. Connor forgets. All right, very good. And then a blend we're going to talk about. MP. Remember what a blend means? Mp. Jump. Jump. You can hear both letters in a blend. In a digraph is two consonants put together, but you only hear one sound. Okay? So the blend is when you're blending two sounds together, as in MP. Mp. And jump was a really good word for us to start with. Now, normally Mrs. Connor has these in her word chart up on her board, but I don't have that at home. So you'll have to bear with me holding up a bunch of cards. But we have our J sound, J. We have the short U, and then mp, jump. How high can you jump? Okay. Now, that's in the word family, ump. Remember, Mrs. Connor does the vowels in a different color, and that's just to remind you what sound it is making, okay, and that it's a vowel. The space here just means this is part of the word family, so only your beginning letter is going to change. Your ending is going to be the same, as in ump. So let's go over the ump words, and I have the cards here, and we just talked about this word, jump, lump, bump, dump, hump, stump. Oh, that's a tricky one. It's got a blend here at the beginning too. Stump. And we're back to jump. Very good. Our next word family is the same ending. We just changed the vowel and then we're going to be changing the beginning. So we have amp. So we would change the beginning letter. Amp is our next word family. And these are the words here in this one. We have damp. That just means something has a little bit of a wet feel to it. It's damp. We have camp, lamp, and then on the back of this one is our other one, stamp. Here's that blend here at the beginning and at the end again. Okay, very good. So those are our amp words. Now I want to go over some J words. We have the word jet, and I hope you're saying these at home with me. Jet, Jim. Jim is someone's name, so we have to do what to the beginning letter? We capitalize it just like we do your name. Very good. Jam. Just. And we're back to jet. And our service word this week is give. Give me all your money. Just kidding. Okay, very good. Now, I wondered if you can tell me what this is. What is this? I borrowed them from Kevin again. It's a ball. Very good. How about this guy? It's a ball too. Baseball. Ball. Basketball. These guys are your favorites. These are Mrs. Connor's treasure box. You're always earning them. Bouncy ball. And I have another really cool ball. It's a glitter ball. And I think it lit up at one point. It doesn't anymore. So all different kinds of balls. Now, I want to read a little bit of a poem to you about balls. And this does tie into our lesson here a little bit. And for you parents at home, our English lessons usually last 2 to 4 days, depending on what we get through. I try to really take my time and review the words and the phonics with them. So our little poem on balls. So listen to what I'm going to read you. So it's called Balls. Balls, balls, balls. Beach balls, baseballs, and basketballs too. Big balls, brown balls, balls of red and blue. Balls, balls, balls. Soccer balls, softballs, tennis balls too. Small balls, bouncy balls, I like balls. Do you? Pretty cool. Little poem there. Now I'm going to back up and we're going to talk about balls. Now, Mrs. Connor held up a couple. Can you tell which one is bigger? This one. This one's definitely smaller. And then we have, I grabbed, obviously this one's a little bigger, this one's smaller. Now these are just this is an actual baseball, but this is just a little like squishy ball, but they're different sports. So there's different balls, but a lot of balls are round. However, are there some balls that aren't round, such as a football? A football is like an oval shape, right? Very good. So balls come in different shapes and sizes, and they're made from different materials depending on their intended use. For instance, a little ping pong ball is only 1.5 inches in diameter, while a big ball may be 6 feet in diameter. Balls may be filled with air, they may be full of holes, or they may be solid. Leather, plastic, rubber, and wood are some of the most common materials to use to make balls. Although we usually think of balls as being round, footballs and rugby balls are oval. Balls are used in most team sports. Interesting. What else can you use balls for? I think of the circus. I think of a clown. Maybe he has a couple. I would demonstrate for you, but Mrs. Connor can't juggle. But you're right. Juggle. So you would have a couple balls and you would toss them up and juggle them. Okay? Juggle starts with our J sound. Very good. You noticed that, I'm sure you did. Juggling is the ability to throw and catch more than 2 objects in the air simultaneously for an undetermined amount of time. Once a juggler learns to juggle a few balls, he can add more balls or use different objects. He develops a rhythm of tossing and catching each object and is always aware of the location of the next object he is going to catch. After much practicing, a juggler may be able to juggle up to 12 balls, dishes, bowling pins, or even flaming torches. What? Awesome. Okay, so what is your favorite kind of ball? I don't know. This is where I miss your answers because I love when you share with me. And does someone in your family like a special kind of ball, or do they play a special kind of sport? Maybe. All right, so I'm going to read a little story to you, and then you're going to have a workbook page. Okay, so follow along, listen. And I want you to think about what Mrs. Connor's saying, because I'm looking for you to tell me what's going to happen first, second, and third in this story. So what's going to happen first, what's going to happen second or next, and then what's going to happen last or third, okay? So the story's called Not Now. Carlos, will you please play ball with me? Asked Marta. Not now, Marta. I have to finish this picture, said Carlos. Marta walked out to the garage. Papa, will you please play ball with me? Not now, Marta. I need to finish staining this bookcase. Marta walked to the kitchen. Mama, will you please play ball with me? Not now, Marta. I don't want the bread to burn. I have to stay nearby. Marta went outside. She saw Susita playing on the swing set. You're too little to play ball with me, she thought. Not now, not now, not now, Marta repeated as she walked down the driveway. Marta, do you want to play ball with Reggie and me? Asked Tim. Now? Yes, now. Want to? Yes, now. So poor Marta, she really wanted to play ball, and no one was able to play ball with her right now because they already were in the middle of doing something else. Has that happened to you at home? Yeah, I'm sure. Sometimes moms and dads are really busy, and I know sometimes we have that problem here at my house too. Kevin wants to play, and I say, not now, buddy. I'm right in the middle of doing something. But when I'm done, we will work on finding a time to play that, right? So hopefully your parents do that with you at home too. So now that you heard this story, what do you think happened first? What happens first? She asks Carlos to play ball. What happens second? She asks all these people to play ball. So she asks all these people to play ball. Second would be when she's kind of upset and repeating that to herself walking down the driveway, right? So that's happened second. And what happens last or third? Her friend Tim And Reggie asked her and invite her to play ball with him, right? So first, second, third. And I have a couple questions for you. So why couldn't Carlos play ball with Marta? He was working on a what? Picture. Very good. He was working on a picture. And then who did Marta ask next? She asked Papa. Very good. She asked Papa, but he was staining a bookcase, remember? And then who finally had time to play with Marta? Her friends, Reggie and Tim. Okay, very good. So after talking about our balls and our little story about playing, having first, second, and third, so I'm going to have you do just today page 51 and page 52, and this is found in your English book. And then your next video lesson, you'll do your phonics workbook pages, okay? So just today, page 51 and 52. And this is due Friday, so you have plenty of time to turn in, okay? And that's all for now.